Hi guys, I'm Lisa Marie, the founder of PPL Water Polo, and we are so excited for the last 7 weeks until the tournament. What we're going to start doing now is we're going to start sending fitness and some tips on water polo your way. The biggest thing that I want you guys to reflect on this week is to think of what movements you actually do during a water polo game. A lot of people think it's a push movement, but it's actually more a pull movement. If you think about your swimming action, you are pulling through the water. If you think about turning a player, yes, you're pulling the player towards you, you're turning him, and then there's a push off. So 90% of water polo is mostly the pulling muscles in the shoulder complex, and when we throw the ball, we are using the same muscles when passing the ball. So I want you guys to think of what are the main joint group muscles that we use within our joints. It's our shoulder complex. That includes our shoulder, our rotator cuff. We've got to look more into that. It's our scapula, and it's the front part of our arm. We don't actually use our biceps that much. So big arms don't necessarily count here, but strong shoulders and fine motor control on our shoulders help a lot with passing accurately. Then our hips and our core. So for those of you that do Pilates, would love this. You can start doing some Pilates to strengthen your core. It really benefits your water polo game. And then obviously our knees. If you are not strengthening your knees, especially with the fine movements, you're going to start wearing out your cartilages. So we're going to give you guys some tips on how to strengthen your knees. And then obviously your ankles don't necessarily work actively, but in the treading action, your feet definitely do move, and therefore your ankles have to also be able to, especially your lower legs, so where your soleus muscle is, and all your extensor digitorum muscles. Those are all important for treading water. So there's actually a lot of muscles that we use during water polo, and we're going to look at exactly what can we do to strengthen those specifically for water polo outside of the pool. Now there's a big question as to why we only have one practice session for PPL, and it should be a 2-hour practice with your coach. Water polo is, there's specific skills that you need to master as a player on your own that don't need the whole team to be present. So things like accurate passing, learning how to tread efficiently on your own in the pool, and then also becoming a strong head-up swimmer. Okay, so if you can get into the pool and start swimming head up nice and strong, train enough, we'll give you guys some strengthening tips and exercises, and then obviously accurate passing is super important. Those 3 skills are very important in water polo, and they don't actually require the whole team to be present. Yes, you can practice them together as a team, but for you to master them, you cannot just do that in a 1-2 hour practice. But if you're playing PPL, we assume that you can already pass a ball, tread water, and swim head up. So why do we only have one practice? We believe that practicing together as a team is for tactical practice, learning what is our team's game plan for man up and man down, and what type of attack and defense will we play. Practicing water polo and playing water polo are 2 different things, because in a playing scenario, if you guys have ever played the game, you soon realize that everything you've practiced all of a sudden in all the chaos goes out the window and your natural instincts kick in. So putting you in a real life situation and actually playing water polo over a weekend with 5 to 6 games is going to make you such a better water polo player than just having practices and practices and practices swimming with a ball, shooting at a goalkeeper, because we never really practice the way we intend to play it, because we're human in that way. So we believe that playing more water polo in a match style is going to make you a better water polo player. So if you are playing PPL, you're going to have 5 to 6 games ahead of the person who's going to be sitting at home. And we're super excited to have you on board. We've got some very cool stuff coming up in the next few weeks. And we're putting the power in your hands to work on your fitness, to do the exercises we give you, and to go to that practice session with your coach. That's all from my side for now. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I'll catch up with you next week. Cheers.